Well, certainly all leaders are judged by how they perform when they face adversity or a crisis. And certainly the last 2 weeks of weather have tested all Oklahomans, including our governor. So I began part 2 of our interview by asking him how well he thinks his administration has responded to the severe weather and historic flooding.
You know, I'll let other people judge how good we've done, but I'm so proud of our team. You know, my emergency management director is Mark Gower. He has done a fantastic job of working with the local municipalities, the local emergency management folks. The mayor of Tulsa has done a great job of getting everybody prepared along the Arkansas corridor to evacuate neighborhoods. Department of Transportation closed off. Several bridges had to be closed off. We had people stationed throughout the night in case any barges broke loose so they could shut down roads immediately. Police, fire. It's just been great to kind of watch the whole system work.
And yet you think you're going to get a day of break here, maybe a day there. It just hasn't been like that. And so you guys have been kind of pushed to the max. And talk about not a lot of sleep, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you know, the flooding, and I've toured western Oklahoma and saw the flooding. Some of our farmers are affected. El Reno, then they just got hit with that tornado. So I was on the ground there with them, went by the shelters. You know, but just proud of the community, the way they come together and take care of the folks that are affected, that are displaced from a home and a loss. It's just been unbelievable.
A lot of these folks aren't going to have flood insurance. They didn't think they needed it. Now they realize they did need it. What can FEMA do? What can the state do? How can you help these people that are probably don't realize what kind of tough situation they're in right now?
Yeah, we're on top of it. I mean, El Reno set up a GoFundMe account. I know that they've done that in eastern Oklahoma, Muskogee, Braggs, that whole community we had to evacuate. I set up all 77 counties as a disaster zone, and then we went straight to the president. We asked him to approve 10 counties to get FEMA on the ground. President Trump did that immediately, so we have those resources now coming. We've already filed the paperwork for assistance. So this will be a long recovery type deal that emergency management will work through to our local counties. But we'll get some federal assistance that'll help. I know everybody's been keeping track of the hours they've been working, the resources that we've deployed from a state standpoint. We should be able to get some federal resources to relieve some of our folks. So
as governor, you're a CEO. You come to the table as a CEO of a business. Now that you're CEO of a state. Very different or more similar than you might have thought? You know,
in a lot of ways it's different, but a lot of ways it's very similar. And the similarities are casting a vision, putting the right team together. And so I focused on my cabinet first, putting the 4-year goals together, the 1-year goal, casting the big vision that I talked to Oklahoma about. We can be a top 10 state. And that's what I tell every one of my cabinet secretaries, every agency head. You bring me back a plan how we can be top 10 in roads and bridge conditions, pavement conditions, state parks. That message, when you're clear with where you're heading, then you can, every single agency, every employee in state government knows exactly how they can line up. So those are similarities to what we've done on the business side.
The learning curve. Are you a better governor today than when you took the oath?
Oh, absolutely. After the first session, I'm now calling myself a sophomore. I'm not a freshman anymore.
You're not a rookie.
And got through my first session and really enjoyed building relationships with the House, the Senate. It came in great. I think the public saw how it wasn't the same old session. There wasn't the fighting back and forth, and we really worked great together. I met with every single House and Senate member for breakfast, even the Democrats. I had them over to the governor's mansion. And so it's just so excited the way we've worked together and built relationships.
You say you got along great. Do you like the rough and tumble, that maybe some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that the public doesn't get to see? Was there some of that, and did you like it?
You know, I did, and there's always some of it. And basically when staffs and so many people get involved, I tell the leadership, hey, don't, if your staff and my staff, they're kind of fighting behind the scenes, we've got to be bigger than that. We've got to come together, sit down as a team, as a leadership group, and know what the goals are, and not let the rumor mill take hold. And that happens in business, and you just have to sit back down and say, hey, time out for a second. We're not going to let the rumors control us. I'm going to go right to the source. Here's what I heard. or I'm so sorry if you heard this. This is not my intent. Here's what we're thinking. And so really just being kind, being nice, being upfront with my goals, and saying I'm sorry if you got offended on this or that. It goes so far with people.
I want to ask you about your family. I'm not sure how many governors we've had have 6 kids, very young kids, well, a wide range. How has it been for them? You know, they're in school, they've got kids, you know how kids can be. Have they really enjoyed their dad being governor? Have there been any issues at all with that?
You know, our family, we're so fortunate to be in this situation. My kids are excited about it. It hasn't changed that much because we stayed and finished the school year in Tulsa. We're going to move to Oklahoma City this summer. So they kind of stayed with their same friends, same school. So they didn't have the transition, I think, by moving to a new school, being the new kid. So it's been pretty easy on them. My oldest daughter just graduated from high school, so she would have killed me if I moved her halfway through her senior year. So I just have been commuting back and forth every day to the city. But we're looking forward to moving down here. But the kids have not been mean at all, and our kids are enjoying it. I'm trying to take them with me on campaign stops and give them these opportunities to meet all these folks.
Last question, we got about a minute left right now. If you had to pinpoint one thing that is next on the horizon for you and for our state, that is a real priority that you haven't gotten done yet, what would it be?
Wow. Well, I'll just tell you this. During what I call the off season, from now until next session, I'm really working on working with the agencies. Like on Monday, I have all 120 state agency heads coming together for a day-long training. That kind of stuff hasn't happened before, where we're bringing in speakers and we're talking about how they can, define their goals. So I'm so excited about that. Next session, we're going to have a bold plan for education, healthcare, some consolidation in some of the state agencies. So all those things we're working on behind the scenes, and because you just don't have a lot of time from when you get elected in November till you get sworn in January and all the bills are due. So really, I'm so excited about my sophomore season because I'm going to have 8 months here to prepare for it.
Well, you're always welcome here. Come visit anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you.